I'm a country boy, yeah, that's what I love. Got that jacked up 4x4, looking for some mud. Got that hip hop in my blood, so I guess I'm just a country thug. Hey, how y'all doing, man? Welcome back to another episode of Saxx Talks podcast on the Saxx Says channel. This is episode number 3. You know, we just getting our feet off and going on this podcast thing. But I want to introduce my guest today that we've got going on for today's podcast. So we've always got Wayne LaShawn because he's the man that brings all this expensive camera stuff. So I couldn't kick him out if I wanted to. Not that I want to. All right, we got Ben Greer. What up, Ben?
What's good?
All right, I said his name right because he didn't flip me off. And then we got Henry Mendez.
God bless.
Yes, second time on the podcast. Love it, love it, love it. So today's topic is going to be, you know, we locker room talk here. It's just a bunch of fellas sitting around talking about things. So today's topic is going to be first time you fell in love, who that chick was, how that happened, and all the good ins and outs and juicy stuff about that topic. And then we'll spin off into other conversations of other relationships you've been in. But hopefully everybody here is single because it might get you in trouble. And if it does get you in trouble, it just means the podcast was even better. All right, let's kick this off. So who want to get started first with a lady? I'm always going to go last because I'm the host, and I want y'all stories to be heard long before mine.
All right, I got a motor mouth.
Gotta be Henry.
All right. Well, I'm not single. I've got a beautiful girl. Her name's Catherine. I'm very much in love with her. I'm going to ask her for her hand in marriage, make an honest woman out of her very soon. However, so I'm going to be respectful to all parties involved, but I think there's a way that I can tell this story to be respectful of her. I'm going to be very conscious of this and be respectful to the woman that I fell in love with first. So I'm not going to refer to her by her name because she didn't agree to be on this.
Absolutely.
I'll just refer to her as Kay. I guess
K.
I have a...
Special K?
Well, there's a pattern that I have many of my exes' first initials is K, so there's something cosmically attracting me to K's. And I'll never forget, man. It's like that Tim McGraw song. It's like, you know.
Don't take the girl?
No. Something like that. Like, I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt.
Hey! Chick me in that mini skirt. Hey! I love it. All right. So, that song good. Woo! I got
Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Right.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
We like to have fun.
Absolutely.
So, all right. So Kay and I'll never forget. Like it was college. I went to UC Santa Barbara. Go Gauchos.
Wait. Gauchos?
Gauchos.
Or Gucci hose?
You know what a gaucho is? It's a.
I don't.
It's a cowboy. I think it's Argentinian. Argentinian like.
Oh hell no! I'm not about to be a gaucho.
Vaqueros. Yeah,
no gaucho here.
We used to throw. We threw tortillas at basketball games.
Oh,
we don't even have a football team. So I'm a UT football fan because I don't have a football team because we were too rowdy for football.
You're talking American football, I hope.
Yeah.
All right.
What
Not
other
soccer.
What other kind of football is there?
Yeah,
No, I believe they lost the right to have a football team because they burnt the Bank of America. We were some rowdy motherfuckers. Yeah, they burnt down the Bank of America. Said no more football team.
This is a college town.
Yes,
and the college students burnt the Bank of America.
California, yeah.
All right.
We got live. So, but we had a good basketball team. I think we still do. We had a good baseball team at a good baseball program at times, and probably a good surfing team. I wasn't on any of the teams. I was on the UCSB ski and snowboarding team club.
Club. Yeah, I'm from the hood, man. I'm not used to club people.
You were the water boy.
All right, go ahead.
I was a water
boy. We had clubs too. It was called the Am I Getting Out of Jail or You Getting Out of Jail First Club.
It was my junior year, I want to say. I think it was junior year. Sophomore or junior year. We'd go out. I think it was a Thursday night or something. And, I remember that night I didn't even want to go out. I was pretty tired. I'm like, shit, I'm not even, I'll go to this party. And then I saw her. And I remember, and she was drunk. And I remember she goes right up to my buddy John, J-Dub, and he had a longtime girlfriend that he ended up marrying, high school sweetheart. Now he's got like 2 beautiful kids, and they've been married ever since.
Good. That's awesome.
So I knew he was taken. So she wanted him first. She wanted because he was a stud back in the day. And so she goes right up to him, and I could see she was ready. And I went right. I was like, I want her. So I wedged myself in there, and I said, "Hey, I know this. I did the old bait and switch." I said,
Cock block.
well, he wasn't gonna get it. He wasn't gonna do anything about it. So, and she was, and she went from like being all over him to all over me, and I just talked. I don't remember what I talked. I remember she opened her phone and said, "I love Dan," and that was her high school boyfriend that she was still with, and I was like. Because she was a freshman. She and it was like...
And this is what year of college for you?
For me, it was junior year.
Junior year?
I was 2 years older than her.
All right, so you going for those kids, huh?
I was born in 84. She was
you going for those young ones, huh?
Always, dude. Always.
Hey, give me a pen. I'm just kidding.
The term is a phoebophile.
Oh, he got a term for his love. Woo!
No.
I'm just kidding.
I
know where you're at. I'm just totally kidding.
Yeah, she was 18.
Yeah, for sure.
She was 18. I was 20.
I'm just giving you shit. You're pro-American. I know you're not on that.
Oh, likely story.
T-shirt, and she was killing me in that miniskirt. And it was a pretty fast love thing. I forget. No, I remember she had said this thing that said, "I love Dan." I'm like, "Who's Dan?" "Oh, that's my boyfriend." Not for long. I took her from Dan, and I remember one of the first nights we made sweet love. She came over to my house. It was like a house party, and she wasn't wearing any panties, and she literally showed the whole party her pussy. And my friends were like, "Dude, that girl you brought's they were like, she seems nice. I mean,
I bet she does seem nice.
She looks nice too.
Yeah, she got that camel out there talking.
She was a sorority. She was a sorority girl. She was Kappa Gamma.
Kappa Kappa Slam.
Kappa Gamma.
Proud Southern sorority. Came from a really good family. I mean, she was such a good girl. Honestly, I hope she's doing well now. Last I heard, I don't know how deep we want to go into it, but I mean,
deep.
We had a 3-year relationship. I mean, I was too young and dumb to keep a woman that good.
Right.
And
at least you're taking some responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, I broke up with her. Don't get twisted. Look,
that's typical man. I'm like, at least you're taking responsibility on it. No, but I broke up with her.
I take responsibility for not being able. I should have honestly, Saxx. If I was ready, I should have just married her, had kids with her, and that's what she was ready to do. Because honestly, when she left me, so we finally broke up when she was about done with college. I had been out of college for a year at that point, I think.
So y'all was together for 2.5, 3 years at this point?
Yeah. We were together for 2.5, and
okay, so it wasn't just a fling.
No, and no, it was my first real love. We were in love. We said I love you to each other. I met her family. I met her brother. I mean, not met him. I was part of the family, and they were a really good family. Her mom was old money. She went to UC Berkeley, and she was a Kappa Alpha Theta. She was a Theta. Which is they're all old. She's old money.
Right, old money.
She had a cotillion. I was in
You said reptilian? This is getting interesting.
That's old money.
Oh yeah, no. I mean,
that's
this
real.
was the first time I met a family that had old money.
Right.
I wasn't. My family,
Indubitably.
My family was very, very comfortably middle class, upper middle class, maybe, and that's being generous. We were middle class. And
you had a good family. That made you feel comfortable regardless.
No, I had a great family. I mean, they gave me the best upbringing a boy could ever ask for. I mean, my dad was hard on me, and he made me the man that I am today, and I'm eternally grateful for my mother and father.
Absolutely, amen.
I love them more than anyone in the world, and I will defend them to the day I die. And
as you should.
To me, they were perfect. But no, we didn't have a lot of money. But I mean, these people, they had. This is the first person I met with a Swiss bank account.
Yeah, hey, they got the overseas stuff.
Yeah, because
I already let you know they're not completely legal.
No, well,
and everything they're doing.
They had guys for everything, and I remember one of the things that I remember about their dynamic was the dad was really smart too, but he was always kind of it was clear that the woman ran everything. The mom ran everything, and she called all the shots, and that's how Kay thought too, and that was what gave me a little pause in marrying her, because I'm like, I don't. She's like, well, I'm going to run everything, and I'm like, I kind of want to run everything. I'm the captain.
Right, you're the man, as it should be.
And
shit, let her run everything.
Yeah,
I'll just go make my money and come home.
that
laundry get done.
I mowed the lawn, girl.
Run everything.
I run the weed eater, girl.
And that's how her mom did it with her dad. Her dad was a good man. He had a good job, but it's he was there to get the paychecks, and she took the paychecks. She ran the money. She ran the show. She decided.
By all means.
Marble floors. This is the house. This is the car you're going to have. You're going to have this car. You're going to wear this suit. And he was a little bit I think he lost a little bit of his autonomy, and I'm the kind of guy I want to make my own money.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be the captain.
Happy,
you're
happy,
a man.
happy wife,
Yeah.
happy life, though.
Yeah, you're a
You
man.
gotta-
No. That's 2022 shit. This is 2024. It's captain of the house,
Yeah.
my rules, my house, fucking my way or the highway. Straight up.
But I'm with you on that for sure. I'm a man. But my way of the highway with the understanding
Yeah.
that you give the lady her due respect too.
Oh no, I'm the king. She's the queen. Always.
There you go.
And she
All right.
and she might not run things, but she runs things. If you know. what I mean.
Right. Well,
She's
a
she
woman
trusts
always
me.
runs things with a man that loves her. The
Yep.
most alpha man
Yep.
is going to do, like myself,
That's right.
like y'all gentlemen, I'm assuming, will do anything and everything for a woman.
Yep.
But you need to let me be that alpha.
Yep.
Once you start taking that from me, bitch, kick rocks.
Exactly. That's the respect, and that's what I have with my woman. That's why I love her to death.
That's
and
awesome.
The thing is, there's only two things I'll go to my knees for. That's God and my woman.
And your woman, current woman. We're still talking
Current
about
woman.
first love, but
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
talking about
first
current
love,
woman.
I
As you go.
mean, yeah,
So
that's-
current woman,
that's
I
so
haven't
far.
had the chance to meet you yet, but I've heard a whole lot about you every time he comes
She
in
doesn't
his
exist.
tacos and burgers. He talks
She's in
about
his
you.
imagination.
But I want to make sure that we since we are on the
It's a
first
mop.
love on the topic, I want to make sure we don't get that confused, so you
That's
don't
right.
fuck around and shoot him in his pinky toe when
That's
he come in tomorrow.
Yeah, she's
Right.
a very strong woman. But anyways, yeah. So, and then I guess I'll kind of wrap it up here because.
No, take your time, bro.
No, I mean
Wrap it up before you get yourself in trouble. I get it.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Kay was a good woman. She's a good family. I respect the hell out of her. I hope she's doing well to this day. And I remember when we broke up, she was ready to have kids and I wasn't. And which is ironic because then when I realized I was ready to have kids, then the woman that I was with didn't want them.
So she was like 20, 21 when she's like, let's have kids. And you're
She
like,
was like 22, yeah.
Oh, okay.
She was like out of college and she's
Gotcha.
like,
Yeah,
all right.
but she breached the kids thing first. That's pretty cool because this day and age, these young
Yeah, I
ladies
know.
like,
They
I'll
try to
kill
make
my
them-
kid way before I have one.
Yeah, no,
so that's
no.
pretty
She-
awesome
no,
just
she
in
was,
that.
She was very traditional. I mean, she was a good Christian woman, and I mean, it wasn't like she was pretty light touch about it, but yeah, she was like, that's what we do. I mean, when we get out of college, what else are we gonna do? We're not fucking around. We're gonna, have a home and have kids. You get a good engineering job. I had a good engineering job, and that's what was up. And I guess I was like 24, and I just felt like I hadn't really.
amateur.
I hadn't really like sown my oats, I guess, at that point. But I mean, I think mentally I wasn't really. Just turn it off, man. You can still hear it. You're gonna have to cut it out.
No, it was nice ambiance. Like you were like wrapping it up, and it was like.
Hey.
It's like church right when
They
they're
laid the dollar
finishing,
short, bro. I tried to
It's a
hit
good
you.
score for the ending of the story.
All right, let me turn the ringer off
Can the
now
band-
because
can
I
the
thought
band
I
come
had
up,
the
please?
ringer off.
They're just hiding in the closet.
Okay, one point of order. One point of feedback I got from our last podcast was we can't talk over each other.
Right.
Yeah,
Something
for
we
sure,
do.
for sure.
And maybe we get headphones next time. I know that's what Rogan does. That's why he wears headphones because it has to be one at a time. Because for some, I personally don't mind it. I think it's the locker room aspect. I'm used to 10 guys speaking up, and you got to be in order if you want to get the talk. There's no talking stick. It's like whoever screams the loudest gets to talk. But for some people, they just really can't hear that, and they'll turn it off. So
Well, fuck them people. You just compared Joe Rogan to Saxx Talk. We in a bedroom in a broke ass house doing our thing with a broke ass green screen. But I understand what you're saying. But nigga, let's keep this shit in perspective, okay? We're gonna talk over each other. We're gonna do what the fuck we do, because that's what we do. But we're gonna try not to talk over each other.
yeah.
So,
That's all.
There is a little bit of structure.
We're gonna keep it professional. We're just gonna act like we can't spell professional, so we might be missing an S or
You
an
just
L
have to tell the
in
host
that.
to shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Let's keep
I
it
just
going.
I'm always, whatever I do, I want it to be the best product. And
Absolutely, of course,
Saxx is the
of
same
course.
way. That's
Yeah.
why,
Yeah.
Of
why
course.
Saxx and I get along.
Absolutely.
If you want the best product when it comes to tacos and
Absolutely.
food in Southeast Austin, Saxx Tacos.
I don't cut no corners.
Plug.
Yes, sir.
I
Yeah.
do not
Right.
cut corners with quality at all.
So
I'm down.
anyway, I'm going to wrap up with, so she was ready, and we break up, and literally like a month later, my sister's like, did you see Kay got a new guy? I'm like, nah. She found some guy in the Air Force, of course, and like they got married like within like months. And
Oh
we were
my
together
God.
for 3 years.
Traditional American woman,
And
like you
then
said.
and then it all comes, and so I'm like, I was kind of like, damn, like I know I broke up with her, but like that was quick. You know, I kind of felt like
Got butt hurt.
She's like, health benefits, free freaking housing. Yeah, I'm down.
Good man.
Yeah.
Military
There we
man.
go.
America
I get
patriot.
to travel.
she had money. Like I said, she had Swiss bank accounts. She doesn't need.
Like, Henry, you're a good looking guy. You're tall and all that good shit that I ain't got. But she won.
Well, no. Listen,
Oh,
listen.
she did.
So it all comes full circle. So I wasn't too butthurt, but I mean, I thought about it. I was like, oh, that was crazy. And then probably about 4 or 5, 6 years later, I ran into her best friends in the sorority at this place called Outside Lands, which is like a music festival in San Francisco.
Oh, cool.
I was like, oh, shit. Like, and they're like, oh, like, it's Henry. And,
It's Henry.
and they were telling me, they're like, you know, Kay, like, you caused a lot of issues in a relationship. I was like, oh, do tell. They're like, well, and they're all drunk, so they're saying shit they shouldn't have said. They say, well, apparently Kay had a diary, and in the diary it said, I'm pretty happy with this new guy, but I can't stop thinking about the sex with Henry. It was the best sex I ever had, and I just miss it. And
fuck yeah.
the new guy, and he found it. And he's like, and so this guy in the Air Force to this day probably wants to kill my ass. Like if I get he's in military police, and whenever I see Air Force military
shit.
police, I'm like, I kind of know what he looks like. I'm like,
So
he knows what you look
like.
So he's an MP?
He's an MP, yeah.
So he's a minute penis? Oh, shit, you're okay, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, and he can be MP all he wants. We ain't going on base to fuck with you,
mean-
brother. But if you come here in Texas and fuck with us on the streets, you're going to get fucked up. Sorry, bro.
We'll put the laughter in
That's
post.
right.
You're going to get fucked up.
No, and she said they said, you know, she moved on too quick. She's probably gonna get divorced. They're like, you
Well,
had the
hopefully
last,
not.
And they're like, you had the last laugh, Henry. And oh, by the way, her family fucking hates you. I was like, all right.
All right, you gave the last laugh back to him. That's
You
fucked
pissed
up.
off old money, dude. Best of luck.
So before we 86 on the end of Henry's story, I want to make something real clear for Henry's lady, his current lady.
Hey,
Just
how
to let
doing?
you know that he really does talk about you all the time, because I don't know you, I've never met you, but I can tell you this. Every single time that he comes into the restaurant, there's not one day that you don't get at least 45 seconds to 3 minutes to 5 minutes. No, y'all can laugh. 45 seconds don't sound like
A story
much.
of his sex
But
life, dude.
it's the fact that he brings you up every single time that he comes in. All right? He talks about you every time you come in. And I can prove that here right now. All right, I know that your father owns like a whole bunch of land somewhere the first time you went out to meet your dad. I know that y'all had the dogs in the golf cart riding with your daddy, because I watched the videos that he showed me to talk about his woman, how much he loved his woman. He showed me the whole thing.
Love is in the
Basically, what I'm saying is the man does love you, does care about you a lot. I hear about you all the time. I can't wait to finally meet you. And I also know about your recent arguments when
Whoa,
he thought
pass.
y'all broke up.
Saxx, you were doing so fucking well. You're
basically
doing so
what
well.
I'm telling you is
Reel it back, buddy.
No, fuck
He's a
that. I'm
big
not
one.
reeling
Oh,
nothing
he's a
back.
big one.
Basically, what I'm saying is the man always has you on his mind,
Somebody
and
get
he's
him in a
always
care
talking
package.
about you. He loves you.
That's right.
So even the good gotta come with the bad gotta come with the
it's
good.
not that bad.
He
It's
talks
that bad.
about you 24/7.
I co-sign
Just
that.
saying that, right?
You were, like Willie Nelson said, you were always on my mind.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. And you are definitely always on his mind, and I know because I'm tired of hearing about you. I need to meet you, so at least when I hear about you, I can place a face with it. All right. Ben, you on that watch? Do you need to go?
Yeah, let's switch to AM radio.
Little notifications and stuff.
Oh yeah, I always forget people with money. So basically, if y'all are watching this, the people on that side with the green screen, they got money. They do things right. He got the talking to the bring the car around. You know, they got all that kind of stuff. On this side of the table, we like, bro, he's heading to the military in a few weeks. I'm like, man, I hope I can get all the groceries I need to keep my restaurant open this week. Them guys are like, he's a crypto guy, does all this online stuff. This dude is just a real cool guy. Just met
I'm just a
recently,
regular.
does his thing, and they both good looking and tall. So, we assed out, but it's okay. I'm going to piggyback off of them. So when they're like 8 of y'all women want to come and get around them, I'm going to take all the trickle off.
Hey,
Because
Saxx.
they can't handle all of y'all.
Saxx, let's let the guy with the smartwatch talk, okay?
Yeah, he's smart.
All right,
Watch.
let's switch to AM radio.
All right, y'all.
Ben
So we're gonna let
Greer.
Ben talk right now, man. I be jumping in there. I got a buzz going.
You better
Saxx, I
not
love
fucking
you,
pass
man.
out after this, dude. I was so
fucking-
pissed.
Oh, I'm
I
gonna pass
fucking love this
out.
guy,
I pass
dude.
out every time and leave you to clean up all this shit.
I was so fucking pissed. You passed out, and then Trump got shot, and you were dead to the
I
world.
know.
I wrote you a note. Hey,
I know, I read the note,
I
but that's
freaking
how I knew
organized
Trump
all
got
your
shot.
files in the computer, and also
And
Trump,
got
shot.
shot.
Wake the fuck up, dude.
He's like,
Literally.
hello, it's me.
Literally, our last podcast was when that happened when Trump got shot. We were shooting because normally we shoot on Saturdays, and I was like, I don't even remember. I just remember like, all right, we're done. I got up, walked out the room, and then I woke up the next day. Like I left this
Yeah.
man to do everything
I was
myself.
like, where the fuck did
Well, I
Saxx
came-
go?
I
I thought
came
you
in-
went to the store to get more beer, but your car was here. I knocked on the bathroom, knocked on your bedroom door, the dog's barking, and I'm like, ah, shit. And I was talking to Charles, and Charles was like, yeah, man, I don't know where he is. I'm getting worried. I was like, all right, I'm going to open up the door. I cracked open the door. You're sprawled out, dude. I'm glad you're fully clothed. You're fully
yeah,
clothed.
loose, everything.
That would be fucking weird.
I woke up the next morning, head pounding. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
I walked into the studio and there's a note on my desk that
Saxx.
says, "Dear Saxx, hey, Trump got shot." I'm like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
and then I organized all your files on the computer. Have a great day.
Hey, yeah, have a good day. I'm like, oh shit, man, I slept through some shit. I'm not gonna leave you hanging like that this time. I say that right now, but we got a couple more stories to go.
Can I
So
jump in real quick with a fond
Sure.
memory?
Absolutely.
I just remembered
Yeah.
something. So my parents, well, my mom is like a bleeding heart liberal. So my mom is a bleeding heart liberal. She voted Democrat, even though I tried to convince her not to. My dad, I actually found out as a secret Republican. He voted for Bush in '88. But I
Nice.
came in out of California public school system where, if you didn't know, they brainwash you to be a Marxist. So
oh yeah, California, we all know
I
that.
came into college as a liberal, not knowing any better, and Kay kind of like red pilled me in a very subtle way. She goes,
Nice.
because she introduced me to country music. I didn't know about country music. Again, California boy, and she goes, and it was, I'll never forget. It was like 2002, so 9/11 just happened. What was
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
R.I.P. Toby Keith. She goes, listen to this song. It's American girls and American guys, every American. And she goes, doesn't this song make you want to vote Republican? And I was like,
I like her a
hell
lot.
yeah. And we used to,
Like her a lot.
we used to hang out in my room and watch Fox News. And I was
Oh shit.
and like Hannity, I think Sean Hannity.
Sean Hannity, yeah.
He went to UCSB. He was a gaucho. So it was like,
Well, he's suspect his damn self.
yeah. So I was
Tucker Carlson was the only one on Fox that was real about his shit, and look what they did. They canned him.
I mean, this was old school Fox News. This is
Right, before they let it be so obvious that they were corrupting the news stations.
That's
I
right.
get you.
Yeah. It was back when Tucker was, he'll admit now that he was pretty corrupt back then.
Right.
But I mean, then the Iraq War was going on. It was really, and it was one of those things where people were talking about like, hey, do you support the Iraq War? And I was kind of like, well, I support Americans. And
Right.
if they, and I was listening to a lot of Toby Keith, so I was like, well, if they fucking,
I support
that-
Toby Keith and I support Americans.
if they're gonna punch us in the face, we're gonna punch them in the fucking,
Damn
we're gonna
right.
kick them in the dick and rip it off.
Damn right. Ah!
And so but I didn't really know. But I was like, but I wasn't that dumb, and I was like, I don't know, man. Wasn't it Afghanistan that hit us? Like, why are we going after Iraq again?
Right.
What's going on?
Gotta
And
get
what's-
that oil.
Right,
yeah,
gotta
what's
get
up
that
with
oil.
Halliburton and this Dick Cheney guy's shooting people in the face with it. Remember that when he shot?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, the guy
absolutely.
survived, you know.
I mean,
And
Dick
not just the
Cheney-
oil. Now we're gonna drift to some conspiracy stuff for
And
just
the
1
women.
second. But that's where the supposedly Stargate is in Afghanistan. So we'll come back to that. I'm gonna let this man finish telling this stuff. But yeah, I'm deep on that.
Kay turned me on. I mean, that song, something like when we would go on road trips, she would
Right.
nothing but country. She had mixed. This was in
I
the
love that
CD
girl.
time. So Tim McGraw, there's something like that. I learned that from her.
Don't take the
Brad
girl,
Paisley,
again.
Tix. I mean, just like real classic modern country.
Yeah,
I have to-
absolutely.
I tip my hat. I still love that shit. And she was the one who turned me on to that. So thank you, Kay, for showing me that.
Yeah,
Great.
thank you, Kay, for
Thank
showing
you.
him that,
I'm glad
opening
your
his
parents
eyes.
Were brutal Republicans. And no, I mean, I am too.
You know what's crazy about that is when it comes to country music. So most of my viewers already know this, and if you don't, well, you're stupid. But I'm half black, half Italian. My mom's Italian, my dad's black. When I was young, raising up with my five brothers, 3 of them all black, Sorry, let me back that up again. 2 all black, 1 mixed like me, half black, half Italian, and then 2 all whites, Jimmy and Andrew. All right, same mom, different dads, but we don't play that half shit. Half doesn't exist with us. All right, we come from the same vagina. We brothers. Period. But I used to not listen to country music when I was young. I'd be like, oh, these stupid ass hicks, this, that, and the other. Real talk. When I finally started getting past that dumbass rap music and that bullshit and started listening to the lyrics of country music, I started being like, wait a minute. They're literally describing my life. Mm-hmm. They're literally saying all the stuff I love to do. Out in the country, I'm riding four-wheelers, I'm dipping through some mud, I'm throwing a fishing pole in, I'm shooting some fucking targets, I'm hanging out with some bitches and some Daisy Dukes on the back of a tailgate with a bonfire. I'm like, wait a minute. How do I relate to all of this shit? But all the rap music I hear, yo, nigga rolling down your street, busting gas, boom, boom, yeah. Wait a minute, I don't relate to that shit. I ain't busting caps on nobody, but I damn sure throwing a fishing pole in and trying to get my dick sucked. You know what I mean? Like, man, that's when I realized that was my epiphany. And that was probably about 15 years old at that point in time. And that's when I changed my whole mind state.
Saxx, did you ever hear Cowboy Troy?
I don't.
Dude,
I'm not
okay, so Cowboy Troy is like one of the only black country music artists. Look up I Play Chicken with the Train. Fucking banger. He's a black guy. He's like, I'm big and black. Clickety clack. He's got kind of like a rap style.
He kept the hip hop in there though.
He calls it hip hop.
Yeah, hip hop. Hip hop's actually pretty good shit.
You know, it's like underrated.
It is a whole genre.
Like nobody's heard of it.
Yeah. Hip hop is actually a whole genre.
Shout out Cowboy Troy. I think he did some collaborations with some pretty big artists, and wherever Cowboy Troy you are. Like,
matter of fact,
big fan.
Hold up.
We got to come in. That should be the intro to this. Is I Play Chicken with the Train, because it's very much your story. Like, I don't know his story, but I'm assuming he was probably a rap guy, and he's like, no,
right.
Like, country is where it's at. Country's like more relatable for everybody.
Absolutely.
Not just white people.
Absolutely. It's what if you care about what.
And actually, a lot of black culture. I don't know if you've heard of Thomas Sowell.
I don't know if you know about black culture, Saxx.
Don't know nothing about that.
Thomas Sowell wrote a book. I think it's called like Black Redneck White something. But a lot of the black culture comes from Scottish Highland culture.
Oh, shit.
From like it comes from the Appalachians, and so a lot of the way they speak, a lot of the pidgin. Apparently, yeah. I haven't to be fair, I haven't read the book. I've just been told.
Did you just call all black people pigeons, dude?
Always put words in my mouth, man. It's crazy.
Oh, man.
It's crazy.
We're about to be viral, racist podcast.
You can't cancel me. I've already been canceled.
Yeah.
Like, I'm uncancelable.
I'm still
No, if
canceled.
you've already been canceled, you're not uncancelable.
I'm
Uncancelable.
pretty uncancelable. I just don't give a fuck.
At least one of us in here have some black in us.
So since we're talking about that hip hop, let me play you my country boy hip hop song right here. It's me. That's all my shit right here. Now I don't know how.
Well, you should just
work.
do it in post. Just add it in
No,
post.
I'm gonna do that right fucking now. See if it's gonna work or it ain't.
What up, y'all? This is Saxx again, I just feel like I need to go and jump on this mic so I can let y'all know who I truly am. You know what I mean? So there's no mistakes. I'm a country boy. Yeah, that's what I love. Got that jacked up 4x4. Looking for some mud. Got that hip hop in my blood. So I guess I'm just a country thug. Dodge Magnum 33s, pedal on the floor. Wheels spinning, feels like strippers on a pole. Got that drink on ice, one in the console. Nights just right for watching stars and blazing bowls. I'm a country boy, stuck in the city life. Never fully fit in, half black, half white. My homeboys think I'm tripping cause my jeans fit right. My white friends think I'm lucky, I can say nigga all night. Surround myself with country folk I know that I can trust. Everyone can drive a stick and got a gun, they love their bust. Bishop, Poland, bow, aroma grippers on their truck. Drip tree on my seat, mossy yoke on my hat. Born different, my race and a name like Saxx, like Saxx. I love the country.
The title of it is Country Boy. Well, that's all it is, but
isn't that a Hank Williams song?
No, it's a Saxx Williams song.
I forgot your name is.
Shit.
I mean,
Fuck you talking about?
That was witty.
Country Boy by Hank
All right, let's
Williams.
rein it in. Let's rein it in.
All right,
Ben,
yeah,
come on.
let's reel it in.
Let's hear
I
from
wanna
the
get to
quiet
Ben,
side.
but
We got the talkative side and we got the quiet side. Let's go quiet.
I want to hear Ben talk. I got an 86 myself to take a piss because I've been drinking beer. But I want Ben to get going, but I don't want to miss Ben's message. So Ben,
Let's take a break.
we're gonna take a piss break. Now, a word from our sponsors, Saxx Tacos.
Them tacos bussin'.
All right, let's take a piss and drink a beer.
Best burger in town.